morning and welcome to today's edition of Iron Chef Light, the dorm duels. Today we have squaring off the kitchen stadium four wonderful chef contestants, but good is no longer good enough. Each contestant has prepared before today masterpieces, chef masterpieces, and they'll be defending their choice in front of a select audience and judge. But before we introduce the secret ingredient for today, I'd like to introduce to you today's contestants. Our first Iron Chef is, according to Wikipedia, born in New York in 1964. He attended the French Culinary Institute at the urging of Joe Allen, who really liked his salad-making abilities. One of his first jobs was at Bud and Jam's, where he learned his characteristic Southwestern style. He is the host of 7 Food Network television shows and is the master of the Southwestern style. Please welcome Iron Chef Bobby Flay. Our next Iron Chef is, according to her official website, cooking was a way of life that she simply grew up in. Her family owned several restaurants in Cape Cod, and her mother worked as a supervisor for a restaurant chain when they moved to New York. She said that her time as a manager at the Macy's Fresh Food Department allowed her some experience in gourmet foods. Please welcome the host of Rachael Ray's daytime TV show and a chef capable of finding simple solutions for everyday problems, Iron Chef Rachael Ray. Our next two chefs, well, not made out of iron, they're made out of some pretty stern substance. Our third contestant is, according to Biography.com, born in Pasadena, California in 1912. She attended the Cordon Bleu School of Culinary Arts in France, where she met Simone Beck, Louis-Saint Berthier, and together they formed the School of the Three Gourmands. Please welcome the 6'2", author of Master the Art of French Cooking and the French Chef, who said, "The only time to diet is while the steak is cooking," Julia Child. Our last chef is, according to his corporate website, Scottish by birth, but grew up in England. Well, a promising career in football fell through because of an injury. He later went on to hotel management. Further on in his life, he trained under Marco Pierre White at Albert Row in London. Please welcome the fiery chef and host of Hell's Kitchen, Master Chef, and Kitchen Nightmares, Chef Ramsay. While our chefs are preparing their masterpiece, I'd like to introduce to you today's judge. He recently received his doctorate in an area related to speech and communications and is researching parasocial interactions between the media and the viewer. Please welcome this proponent of the sweater vest and our professional taste tester, Dr. Semler. Now, our secret ingredient for today. It has been well loved for generations of college students and is the basis of many college creations. This is the sandwich. Why? Because sandwiches are satisfying. Sandwiches are satisfying because you can choose your bread, you can choose your meat and cheese, you can choose your condiment, and finally you can choose your vegetables. Chefs, please give an overview of the sandwich you chose and the style.
Today I'll be making a Southwest chicken sandwich. Why Southwest? Why chicken? Well, Southwest is bold, zesty, and always fun, just like the Old West that inspired the style. And chicken is relatively cheap on a short budget, and it's very versatile.
My sandwich today is a traditional Italian sandwich using the best known Italian ingredients. My mother's family is Italian and her father has been very influential on my cooking career. I only use fresh ingredients and I believe that measuring takes away from creativity, so I just kind of go what I feel. Yeah.
Well, my sandwiches are satisfying because I choose the best bread, I choose the best cheese or meat, and I choose the best toppings. Today, we're going to have a French dip. It's usually served hot with thinly sliced roast beef on a French roll. Contrary to popular belief, the French dip isn't from France. It's actually from Los Angeles, but its creator was French. According to what'scookingamerica.net, the story goes that the cook was making a sandwich for a policeman when he accidentally dropped the sandwich into the drippings of a roasting pan. The policeman liked the sandwich so much he brought his friends back, and that's what we're going to have today.
Yes, well, the sandwich I'm preparing today is the ultimate classic, the club sandwich. Its simplicity and classiness is well known and is typically known otherwise as a double-decker. According to my good friends at What's Cooking in America, the sandwich is thought to have originated in the late 19th century at an upscale country club in Saratoga, New York, for the upper class to munch on. For the average college student, something simple and cheap yet classy and delicious is always well appreciated. The sandwich has followed a steady line of ingredients for over 100 years, and I do not plan to change that.
Excellent, chefs. Our first category is based on the idea that sandwiches are satisfying is bread. Contestants, which bread did you choose and why?
The bread I'm using today is Texas toast. This originated in Texas, obviously, but it's used with grilling and other southwestern styles. And the main reason I'm using this today is because of its thicker nature and it's big and sturdy and it can stand up to all my ingredients.
Bread is the most important part of a sandwich. It's what holds it all together. It's like the glue. For my bread, I chose one that was created in Italy, ciabatta bread. Ciabatta is nicknamed slipper bread because of its shape. Leading to its nickname, slipper bread, yeah. Okay, slipper bread. And it also has been used around the world for sandwiches because of its sturdiness. And it also absorbs liquids very well, which is why it's also used for dipping into oils and other sorts of dips.
For a French dip, French bread is usually used. Now, choosing the bread is the most important part. You have to listen to it, feel the bread, and appreciate the breadiness. It's commonly made from basic lean dough, which consists of flour, water, yeast, and common salt, and does not contain any additives. It's distinguishable by its length, its crisp crust, and its slits, which enable the gases to escape.
I like your style. The bread for my sandwich is quite simple. Toasted white bread, grooving upon typical store-bought Texas toast. Sorry, I had a cough. I use toasted white sub-style bread, something easy to find but gives it a better texture because not only is it toasted, but it also retains moisture, something that is very, that gives bread its substance, and it makes it easier to hold the sandwich, which is always a plus.
Beautiful selections. Not only can you choose your bread though, but also you can choose your meat and cheese. Please explain your choice of meat and cheese.
The meat and cheese I've chosen today is a Southwest chicken breast and a Chipotle cheddar cheese. Now you can get either one of these at the local food market. And I chose this one, the Southwest chicken breast, because it is very convenient, prepackaged, and it works fine for the sandwich. You could make your own, but why go through all the hassle when this tastes just fine? I chose this cheese because it's got that bold cheddar taste, and then it's got a little bit of kick that adds to the sandwich.
For my meats and cheese, I've chosen some of the best known Italian ingredients. For my meats, I have Genoa salami and capicola. Genoa salami obviously is named after Genoa, Italy, where it was created. It is coarsely cut and has noticeable chunks of meat and fat in it, and it also has a spicier flavor than most other cured meats because of its dry cure, salt, garlic, and peppercorns that flavor it. Capicola is also a well-known meat in Italy, and it is a little more expensive than most other lunch meats because of its taste and its quality. Provolone cheese originated in southern Italy and is similar to mozzarella. It has a firm texture and its taste really holds the sandwich together.
Well, French dips usually have roast beef on them. However, it can be substituted with chicken or lamb. Ours has roast beef, and we all know the benefits of beef. It gives you C, vitamins B6 and B12. And the great thing about roast beef is that you can use it again the day after. So the next day, you can use the leftovers from the roast to make even more sandwiches. The cheese is next. Our sandwich has mozzarella cheese, but it's all up to what you prefer. Mozzarella cheese is actually derived from the term mazzare, which is Italian, and it means to cut. It's a generic term for several kinds of Italian cheeses, and mozzarella is traditionally produced solely from the milk of water buffalo. However, nowadays we have more domesticated options for milk.
Putting on the right meat and cheese for any sandwich is very important. It is widely considered that turkey goes on a club sandwich when actually the original was chicken breast. And for that reason, I will stick to chicken breast because sticking to the original is always the best choice. I typically grill my chicken with some light sea salt and lemon pepper seasoning for some, as my friend would say, zip. Chicken is a healthy choice for college students and very commonly found. As for the cheese, a couple slices of mild cheddar. It provides a nice complement to the chicken and a mild taste. And as with the chicken, buying processed cheddar is not the best choice, and quality is always the high point of making a sandwich, which is better, as I would always say, you're only as good as your last meal, and honestly, who wants to be like Mr. Oscar Mayer over there?
Selections. Well, the heart of a sandwich is obviously the bread and the meat and the cheese. Without spices, a sandwich would be quite bland. Sandwiches are satisfying because you can choose your condiments. Please explain your choice of condiments.
I've chosen some spicy brown mustard to start the sandwich off with. And you just spread this over the sandwich and it gives it a nice zip right at the beginning of your sandwich. And that first bite is all the more wonderful. Next, I've also chosen some hot sauce, or buffalo sauce as many may call it. And you can liberally apply this to the end of your sandwich just to give it a little afterburn for those of you who like spicy food.
My condiments are commonly found in Italian cuisine. I'm using balsamic vinegar and extra virgin olive oil, or EVO, as I created, and it's in the dictionary, you can look it up. Balsamic vinegar is actually not made from wine as most people think. It's actually made from unfermented grapes, and it has many health benefits that most people would not know. It helps fight cell damage, it boosts the immune system, protects against heart disease and cancer, controls diabetes, improves metabolism, and suppresses appetite. EVO also has many health benefits because of its high content of monounsaturated fatty acids and its antioxidative substances. It protects against heart disease by controlling cholesterol levels and improves digestive functions. It has also been shown to reduce the risk of colon cancer.
Now, French dips are almost always served with au jus. However, it's a little too messy for you youngins. So, au jus is actually French for with its own juice. And in American cuisine, it usually refers to a light sauce for beef recipes, which can be served with the meal or on the side. Now, in French cuisine, it's a natural way to enhance the flavor of dishes. It's the juice given off by food, so it's mainly skimmed fat and remaining meat stock, which has been boiled.
Condiments are also important, and with this sandwich there is no exception. The comment that with this sandwich is commonly mayonnaise, which is also very common. However, many will improvise and throw in a type of mustard, and for this sandwich I will actually improvise from the original ingredients, excuse me. And I will use honey mustard, which makes for the best tasting club sandwich. Not only is it commonly found at your grocery store, of course I use classier ingredients, but it has a great complementary sweet and tangy taste, which is a healthy alternative to mayo, containing almost 80% less fat and 50% less sodium. Easy choice, I think so.
Condiments truly do spice things up a bit. Finally, for the cherry tomato on top, you can choose your vegetables. Which vegetables did you choose?
There is only one vegetable required for my sandwich, and that's the green bell pepper. Because it adds a little crispness to the sandwich, and it gives it that nice vegetable taste, and doesn't compromise the southwestern style.
The vegetables I have chosen to spice up my sandwich are red bell peppers, basil, and ground black peppercorns. Red peppers have more vitamins and nutrients than green peppers, sorry, but they do. And it has 9 times more carotene and twice the vitamin C as green peppers. A large red bell pepper also has more than double that is in an orange. Basil adds a little bit of flavor and is common in Italian dishes. You should always use fresh basil and avoid cooking it because cooking destroys its natural flavor. Black peppercorns add spice and also have many health benefits that people are unaware of. It improves digestion by stimulating taste bud secretion, which then tells the stomach that it should release more of its own digestive juices. It helps break down proteins and improves further digestion in the intestines and all that good stuff. It reduces heartburns and many other symptoms of indigestion.
Many establishments will put grilled or sugared veggies on their French dips, but we simply have lettuce, pickles, and onions.
Well, last for my sandwich of the veggies. Club sandwiches do not require a lot of vegetables, just tomatoes and lettuce. Sophisticated and simple, this is what we go for, people. Be sure when finding your tomatoes that they are very meaty and well treated, and avoid the iceberg lettuce and go for the romaine, because romaine lettuce has been proven to have more vitamin C and A, which is always beneficial for a healthy diet for a college student. With that said, as my friend Emerald would say, BAM! It's done.
The evidence has all been presented now. It is clear that sandwiches are satisfying because you can choose your meat and cheese, you can choose your bread, you can choose your condiments, and you can choose your vegetables. But it's less clear whether our iron chefs will keep their crowns. Now, it is up to the judges and the audience to decide whether Chef Julia Child and Chef Ramsay will prevail, or Chef Flay and Chef Ray take the day. Please let the judging commence.
Yay, I don't get food.
Yeah.